Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing okay. I'm just gonna make some roast cookie. I thought I'd make this little cooking video and stuff and updates and stuff. Just recently, I went to I visited some family in California and Arizona, which was nice. It's really weird because like there's like a gun shop and it's kind of weird because there's like interesting because there's like a gun. I feel like every every block there's a gun shop in every corner. Like firearms training, gun shop. Just really flipping weird. Felt really odd. But although it's like there's a weird like thing, you know, like Arizona itself has just felt like really like a whole different side of the moon or the country. Which although it is kind of is actually, so that's kind of funny. It is kind of is actually. But like to see, you know, it's just really like weird. Felt really like wow, like this is such a different place. But you know, it is what it is. You know. Go, what did it go there? And so, yeah. But anyway, though, too, you know, in fact, it's also my work. Family featured me in their autism thing for once, you know, for Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month today, so that was cool. And also, it was my mom's birthday as well last week, so it was nice to go on. It was nice to go on a dinner cruise with her, you know, so that was kind of cool. Happy to see her, you know. It was meant to be a surprise, but one of my sister, my older sister, I accidentally let that slip. It is what it is, but still, my mom still loves seeing me. It was nice. That was cool. But yeah, it was nice to see my family, so that was cool. So anyway, here. Anyway, too as well. One of my favorite parts of the, give me a second. One of my favorite parts of the weekend, or the week, give me a second. I gotta open up my my seasoning here I'm gonna use. Give me a second here, sorry about this. Okay, give me a second. Sorry about that. There we go. But yeah. Also, I should say first. What's nice is, so when I saw, you know, what's nice is when I first arrived, me up, my younger sister. So we immediately went to, because she works for 20th Century Fox, we went to her work at Fox. And so she got me a pass, the pass was gotten, and so she gave me a quick tour of the Fox backlot. So this is really cool. I got to see like the Nakatomi Plaza building, the Nakatomi Plaza building. I think it's something else, but it stood in for the building in Die Hard. So that was kind of cool. And I got to see like where James Cameron signed his contract for Aliens. I got to see where they write the episodes of The Simpsons. That was kind of cool. I got to see these bungalows where like actors like Shirley Temple and this actress of the day stopped and did stuff too. So that was kind of neat. And I'm going to see the Little New York, which are New York City streets that function as, you know, that function as new streets of New York. Yeah, who knows exactly? Yeah, it was really cool. It was really flipping cool. So that's awesome. I like that. Yeah. Anyway, though, after we spent a day or so in California, we then drove to Arizona from California. Also, it's kind of cool seeing Leandra, my older sister, has a lemon tree in her backyard. So that's pretty cool. So she has these lemon trees, so she can grow lemons. So for that, we were going to give some to my mom. We're going to give some for my mom's neighbor Pam, which is kind of cool. So that was kind of neat. So that was kind of cool too. Anyway, though, after a couple hours later, we then left. We then left for Arizona. So actually, it's funny because it didn't take too long. It didn't take all that long. It didn't feel like that long. It's like, oh wow, you think that a trip that a trip from California to Arizona would be like forever, but because my Leander drives so fast, it didn't feel like it didn't take too long. I know going there, driving from California to Arizona to my mom's house, seemed longer, but on the way back, I think the train trip was a lot quicker. I think so that was kind of neat. So that was kind of interesting. That was cool. Anyway, that was kind of neat. Also, what I like too, because I pride myself on how I was raised, but by mostly women. So it was a nice time. I listened in on this. There was a moment between me, my mom, and my two sisters. This you all know. I on this channel, whenever I go, I tend to be left leaning. I'm more liberal. I am, I prefer, people should do their own thing. And for all those, I'm for, same-sex marriage, LGBTQIA rights. I'm also autistic and on the spectrum. So fuck you, RFK Jr. Do not tell me I pay you guys taxes. So what the fuck? Anyway, among other things. Anyway, and trans people are people too. Yeah, that too. Anyway, so my mom is more far right. My younger sister is more far left leaning. I think Leanna's more left leaning, and I consider her left leaning more so, but not far left. But she's still in that direction. And they had this conversation. It was interesting because it was a really intriguing and interesting conversation. There, Lauren, because they just visited my mom's neighbors too, and it's all Arizona, so it's really far right, not very far right, Trump-loving people for the most part. So they're talking about how Lauren was telling this one guy who's said, "Oh, I'm a Republican." He even said that. So Lauren, being Lauren, goes, "Oh, do you know Fox hires trans people?" And it's interesting. It's kind of funny. Anyway, though in that conversation though, my mom would always want to dodge the issues when it comes to that, whereas later Lauren are more proactive about it. Hey, it's me. I can't just hang back. It's me. I feel like I'm just gonna watch these three conversate, and I feel like it was really nice because these three women are the ones who kind of raised me, and they had me. And this is where I get my moral core from. So it's Mom. Even Lauren was like, "Yeah, Mom, you raised us to think for our own." And then she added, "Well, I guess you're not. I guess you're reading that, aren't you?" But no, it was nice. It was nice, But it's I don't know. At the end of the day, I do love all three of them, and I know I see a lot of stuff on these media platforms like, "Oh, I wrote off my family because of Trump," blah blah blah. But you know what? To me, it's I love my mom very much. She taught me who I need to be, and of course, then Lauren did as well. But I'm happy that she taught me too, no matter which side of what I did in my life, to make up my own damn mind, decide what first I said for myself, and yeah, and I know it's agree to disagree, I guess, but yeah, even though I can't really, I see people writing people off because, oh my God, this and that. That's your thing. Go, it is what it is. I don't know any of you, and I feel there's something more behind that. So if you need to, just take care of yourselves. If you feel like that family member is a piece of shit, anyway, yeah, protect yourself, But for me, because my mom isn't, because it's not for me. It's not to me unfortunate that I can still talk with my family like that, because it's not, at the end of the day, they still care for me, they still love me in my life. It's just unfortunate that they voted for they had voted for people that are against my interests and probably theirs too. But what can you do? I can't. I feel that to me, but to me to just cut them off would not be okay, because I still talk to them, and they still kind of support me too in all I do. So they're not, to me anyways. They're not. My mom isn't like, oh, you suck. Blah, blah. No, she supports me. She's very supportive of what I do, which is kind of